Hi guys, my name is Natalie, and today I'm going to be doing a book tag. And of course, the book tag I'm doing is the second lovely Taylor Swift book tag. This book tag was created by Sarah Jane over at The Book Life, and I found it on Aria's, I hope I'm saying your name right, Aria's channel, which is Book Geek Movie Freak. I'm going to link both of those below. So without further ado, let's get started. And the first one is Shake It Off, Haters Gonna Hate, Hate, Hate. Which book criticism do you shake off regardless of what people think? And I'm going to have to go with The Final Call by Carrie Fraser. And this book only got a 3.5 star on Goodreads, and I absolutely loved it. But again, it takes kind of a special person to love nonfiction and hockey, and I love both of those. So this is a book I definitely just adored, regardless of what anybody else kind of said. So, I know places. Loose lips sink ships all the damn time. Which ship did you set your heart on only to watch it sink? And that was probably Ben and Maddie from You're the One That I Want by Giovanna Fletcher. I just thought they would have made such a cute couple, and it just doesn't work out that way. But if you haven't read any of Giovanna Fletcher's books, I highly recommend them. They are just wonderful stories that she tells. So, yeah, sorry, Maddie and Ben. The next one I have is Wonderland, it's one of my favorite Taylor Swift songs. But it's We Found Wonderland, You and I Got Lost in It. Which fictional character would you like to take with you to another land? And that would be Don Tillman from the Rosie Project. Don Tillman has Asperger's, and I think it would be very interesting to watch him try to adapt to something that's not in his normal and not in his time schedule, which you do kind of see in the book, but just to kind of like put him out of his element would be very interesting, I think, for me to watch. Okay, next one, Wildest Dreams. He's bad, but he does it so well. Which character do you love, not in spite of his darkness, but because of his darkness? And I'm just gonna Draco Malfoy from Harry Potter. He was, I had such the feels for him, and he had such a little place in my heart when I read the Harry Potter series growing up, so it would have to be Draco. Let's see. Out of the Woods. When you started crying, baby, I did too. Name a time you cried with a fictional character. And that was definitely with the Yellow Birds. I'm not sure if I cried with the character, but I definitely, I think he did end up crying, but it was Private Bartle from the Yellow Birds, just because this book was about soldiers in the Iraq War, and I lost it a lot reading this book, so this just kind of, when I read that, this is the first place my mind went, was The Yellow Birds by Kevin Powers. It's from the song Clean, and it's The Drought Was the Very Worst. Which anticipated book release felt like it took the longest wait ever? Harry Potter. Now, when I started reading Harry Potter, I could read the first 2 books. Actually, the first 3 books were available to me. Only the first 2 were made in paperback, and I had to purchase book 3 in hardback. And then I had to wait for book 4, book 5, book 6, and book 7. It was torture. And yes, I'm dating myself. I'm old. But, so I started reading the first Harry Potter book when I was in 1st grade. So this will forever be the books I waited for the most in my life. It was torture waiting for these books to come out. Anyway, okay. Rant over. Bad Blood, Band-Aids Don't Pick Bullet Holes. Pick a book that gave you the most painful feels. Now, this isn't fiction. I do read a lot of nonfiction, and it was the Prince Harry biography. I cried. So, it was so hard reading about him losing his mother. I definitely felt painful feels with this. A lot. Okay, so next one is Blank Space. And Let's Be Friends, I'm dying to see how this one ends. Which final book in a trilogy or series were you most nervous about reading? And that was Breaking Dawn out of the Twilight series by Stephanie Meyer. I was ready for this to end, and I was ready to watch the epic battle, and I was also afraid to see what happened in this whole world as it kind of came to a close. Now, it's been a while since I've read it, but again, I read the question and it picked it right away. Okay, so style, because we never go out of style. Which 3 writing styles do you love the most? And I'd have to go with J.K. Rowling of the Harry Potter series, Harriet Evans, who I just bought a whole bunch of new books from, but with Happily Ever After. And then I also really like, where is she? Cecilia Ahern, who I really liked reading this book. I'm currently reading one of her books right now. It's called The Book of Tomorrow, and I don't have it with me. But, yeah, she wrote The Time of My Life and also is the author of P.S. I Love You. So those are definitely my favorites. So I'm not going to tag anybody. I'm going to tag anybody who ends up watching this book, but this was a lot of fun. Again, I love Taylor Swift. She was just in Pittsburgh, and I couldn't go to the concert, and I'm really bummed. But hopefully I can catch her on the 1989 tour when it comes to Tampa, because I'm going to be living about an hour from there. So anyway, love you, T. Swift. Hope you have a wonderful day, and have fun with the Taylor Swift book tag. Bye.